Hey YouTube, this is Matthew again with Cedar Creek Dulcimers, and today I think I'm going to share with you a little bit about how to read sheet music the easy ways. So we have a lot of different books in here with multiple different ways to read sheet music so any of you can play. In fact, the mountain dulcimer here, the other day I showed you this chord card and it has numbers in there. And what that's doing is just labeling the frets. In guitar world and all that, they call that tablature. So that's the word of the day, tablature. That's where you're going to place your fingers when you're playing your music. Now, I should just set this phone down and start demonstrating with you what I mean by that. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually look at other things because there's other ways to play. You don't have to just play by numbers. So, of course, we envy those people that can play by ear. And there's a lot of people that come through the store that play by ear, which is very interesting because I wish I could do that. But I don't. I don't know how to say, well, this is a C or this is a D sharp, or whatever. So I go by do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. In my own head, I'm listening to the intervals between the notes. Like from a C to a G is a fifth, for example. Other people, they will play by shapes. They will also play by colors. So shapes, colors, numbers, and playing by ear are the four main ways to read sheet music, other than what's written on the page. And of course, that visual is what I want to kind of share with you today. Did you know that there's actually books out there that anybody can look at and automatically not be intimidated? Okay? Now, first off, they have piano books. They call them piano books because they have a treble clef and a bass clef, and you're looking at the dots on the page. And a lot of people will come looking for those. But in here, we do have them. However, we also want to show you that you can play music in a different way. All right, so what we have here, right down here, is the song Kumbaya. Okay, where's that at? I think it's right here. Kumbaya. And you see on there, the font is gigantic. It also has the letters inside the dots. In my opinion, I think that is a fantastic way to learn. Just to show people, hey, this is a C, that's an E, and that's a G. You know, the very first dots on the page here. So we have tons of these books, and they call that Easy Play Today. And for example, I pulled this book. This is a hymns book called Easy Play Today. We have a lot of these. Let me see if I can remember where I had this. I had it right there. Okay. If we just go on over here to the front of the door, there is a whole bunch of those Easy Play books. We have country songs, Elvis, gospel songs. There's a lot of gospel stuff. There is Beatles. We have 4 chord songs, and this is songs like The Brown-Eyed Girl or Field of Gold, How to Save a Life, I'm a Believer. There are patriotic songs, songs like America the Beautiful, God Bless America, Stars and Stripes Forever, This Land is Your Land, and Yankee Doodle Boy. We even have Taylor Swift down at the bottom there. So, if you are one of those people who are just beginning and you do want to learn regular sheet music, I recommend Easy Play Today. Now, there are other books, and for those of you who just need the number system, they have books for the mountain dulcimer, which is without a doubt the most fun instrument to play. And if I just open up a book, this one I'm opening up is the Best Dulcimer Method Yet book. It's this right down here. This yellow book has 139 different songs in there, and there is a bunch of them. I'll keep it open here. All right, so automatically it kind of looks intimidating, but you see that there's numbers on the page as well. I hope you can see that. There's numbers, there's the dots, and it also has a couple chords in there. It has, in this book, it covers the chords for the key of C, which are C, F, and G, all major chords. So you'll see books like that. Then, if you go into some of the thicker books, the books that people really like in the shop also, are books like the fake books. And this is one of my favorites here. What we see is 50s, we see 70s, we see 80s, we see 90s. There should be a 60s book somewhere around here too. But anyways, you see all those books down below there. This is really nice because it just has the treble clef. You don't have to worry about that bass clef. In fact, if you wanted to learn that kind of sheet music where it doesn't have the bass clef, because a lot of people that are piano players, they don't like these books because they don't see that bass clef anywhere. Well, all it is the chords on the top of the page. That is your left hand. That's your bass notes, your bass chords. So, of course, you only have 3 options to get those chords. And typically it's in patterns. So once you figure that stuff out, you're well on your way. Okay. Then if we go over to the guitar section, some other really good books that I recommend would be like, here's Bob Seger. This is a guitar book right here. And what they will do with the guitar book is they will have, let me get this open here for you. They will have numbers in there as well. I just open it up to, who knows what that song is because there's no song title on that page. Okay, how about Hollywood Nights? So Hollywood Nights, you can see that there's the numbers on there for your guitar chords, and then it also has the regular dots on there. So if you are a guitar player, most likely you are going to play by that number system, which I earlier shared with you is called, what is it? Tablature. So yeah, tablature is the word of the day. Anyways, this Bob Seger book has songs like Against the Wind, Betty Lou is Getting Out Tonight, Hollywood Nights, Main Street, Night Moves, Old Time Rock and Roll Never Forgets, and Still the Same. So if you're into that kind of stuff, we also have Eagles and other rock songs. We got The Police, Chicago. There's gospel stuff in there as well. Other books that I really recommend as well, in the same section, is books like this, where it says 100 3-chord hymns and gospel songs. Now this right here is set up very similar to some of the other stuff, but you can see the font is different. It's actually a really nice bold font. You can actually read that very well. Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen is one of the songs here. It has the chords on there if you wanted to just play G, C, and D7. It looks like on this song here. And again, it's a fantastic way to learn how to read sheet music. Now, what if you wanted to play all these different songs, but you were still at the stage where you're using the number system? It's okay to stay with that number system and never change. That's perfectly fine. However, there are ways to get around it. And so there's different number system methods as well. The one that I really like and I'm much more familiar with is the mountain dulcimer setup. And with that, on the back of this book called the Baird Mountain Method Book by Joe Sanguinet, we have a little page that shows you how to convert your numbers from the dots into numbers. So this right here is the page I'm talking about. This is vanilla section over here. It says make your own dulcimer music. So, for example, if you're in the key of C, they label the C a 3. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can if I zoom up just a little bit. There we go. So I'm pointing at the C. There's my 3. There's a C. And so you would just label it from C to C, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe continue on if you wanted to. And down below that C, 2, 1, 0. Now, some songs might be a little bit lower than that low note there, which would be a G. It's okay. You can label it however you want to. But that's a very good way that we show you in the shop with that number system. So now you can play some Led Zeppelin, or you can play some Cat Stevens, or if you like your hymnal music, you could write your stuff down in your hymnals, or of course just get one of our hymnal books here in the store. This book right here is called Hymns for the Beginning Mountain Dulcimer Player. This right here. And again, you don't have to use this for just the mountain dulcimer. You can use it for whatever you want to. When you open up this book here, it's all songs that you would probably know if you go to like early service stuff at your church. Let's see. Jesus paid it all. Christ the Lord is risen today. So Easter just happened. So that song is definitely an Easter song. But you can see in there, it has the number system, has the dots if you wanted to learn it, and that's all you need. So again, you didn't have to convert anything. You literally just had the numbers already in the books. So, guys, all kinds of fantastic ways to learn how to play any music in the shop. You can be an absolute beginner and instantly start playing. Oh, one other instrument really is this lap harp here, okay? This lap harp has sheet music on it, and this song here is You Are My Sunshine. You can see the dots are all over the place. It's a fun way to play music. So, in this case here, let's see if I can give it a little sound here. Let's see if it's in tune or not. So we have... yeah, so on and so forth. So that's a fantastic way to learn how to play that kind of music. I don't know if I actually showed it to you. Let's see here. I'm going to do it again. But you see right there? It's got the dots on it. So again, that's how you play it. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon. It's pretty much almost closing time. That's why I'm doing these videos later on in the evening. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough. I'm going to have many more videos to come, and I really want to focus on how to read the sheet music, how to play the different instruments the easy way, and maybe on some videos, if you're very interested, I might teach you a little bit of music theory, all the stuff that I know, which is, I never did go to school or anything like that. I literally just taught myself this stuff. So I'm no Rick Beato, if you ever seen his YouTube videos, for sure. But guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notifications button too, so you can get more content like this in a more timely manner. And don't forget to visit our shop here in Branson, Missouri, Cedar Creek Dulcimers. Our phone number is 1-417-334-1395. And go on our website, www.cedarcreekdulcimers.com. And that's C-E-D-A-R. Creek is C-R-E-E-K. Dulcimers, DULCIMERS.com. Now, just to give you a little update really quick on our builders. Okay, so if you go on our website, you'll see one of the guys that builds for us, who's been building for Troy for the past 30, 40 years, however long it may have been. He's got leukemia. He is taking medicine. He's got to do this thing for like 3 years. Well, just last week, his wife ended up having a stroke. And so she had to go to the hospital. I don't know anything more, guys. I know that she's doing decent, and she actually lived through this deadly stroke that very well could have, let her pass on. Now, I say this because if you're wanting to buy a mountain dulcimer that these guys build, it's going to take a long time. We've been saying 3 months. It might be 4 months or a whole half a year. So we just don't know. We have no idea what's going to happen with those dulcimers. In the meantime, we have been supplying ourselves with Rusbecks, and you might have seen the Rusbecks on the computer. That's what these are in the background. We have a couple different models, and I'll just tell you what we do with these once we get them in. What we do is we basically remove the strings. We take those things off. We don't use their strings because we want brand new ones. Next, we level the fretboard. Then redress and buff the frets so the playing surface is nice and smooth. We sand and recut the nut and bridge so the intonation is correct, and then put on our new custom strings. And of course, guys, I'm just reading from a little paper here, just so you know exactly what we do when we receive these dulcimers. And they play fantastic. I really have grown to like these. And guys, I'm learning a whole lot, just messing with these dulcimers and figuring out how to get that intonation correct. So, guys, again, if you have any questions, give us a call. And I'll be seeing you here in Branson, Missouri. Guys, have a fantastic, blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video.